Apparently, in every girlfriend group, there's a ringleader. Like, when I came to uni, I had my own clique. Most of our conversations thrived on us talking about people. We had a clash over grandpa. The whole vibe became an our thing, a group thing. The hostility that I got, that's how the friendship ended, really. And living my life separately from that friend group has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. If you think a relationship breakup hurts, try a friendship breakup. It hurts more. Hi guys, it's your girl Sky. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Nigga, I'm back. Yeah. Back like Mukoko.
So, as you've seen from the caption, today's story is my share of bad experience in girl friendship groups. If you haven't had your share, it's coming. Trust me, it's coming. I've heard like a lot of people saying that girlfriend groups don't last, girlfriend groups don't work, and stuff like that. But I've never had like a girlfriend group. I've had an almost girlfriend group, but it wasn't a girlfriend group. Like, all of us had our friends and we were friends with each other. And we were only friends with each other because we were in the same class. Like, in our school, we were the only 5 girls that did Sesotho in grade 10. That were doing science in Sesotho from our class, from like grade 10B. We were the only ones. So that's why we were like really close. We were like almost a clique, but we weren't a clique. So when I came to uni, I had my own clique. My first clique. My first girlfriend group. Is the cap okay? Yeah, I think the cap is okay. Let me adjust it. I had my first girlfriend group and man, it was fun while it lasted. It's shady in here. So it was fun while it lasted. Really, it was fun for the purposes that it served. Those people why at that point of time they brought a certain kind of joy into my life, and yeah, man, I appreciate them for that. But other than that, the friendship group experience was, as for most people, it was bad for me. It was bad. I think I'm the type of person who's hard to deal with. Personally, I think I am hard to deal with. I am very easygoing. People pleasing. Like, I please people a lot to a point where it kind of like bugs me. So I have this thing of like, I let you do like things to me, and I let you, and I let you, and I let you, and I let you, and I know very well that I do not like the certain thing being done to me, but I always like let stuff slide. And when it piles up and piles up and it piles up, I usually become explosive. And I know that because I know this, I should like do something to stop it. But it's hard. I mean, I become very understanding at most points. I'm like, okay, probably this person didn't mean like it like that. Or probably this person is not coming from that point of view and stuff. They don't have it in that way, and probably I'm just like overthinking it. I always brush things away. I'm like, yeah, I'm just like overthinking it. I overthink everything. So what's the chance that I'm not overthinking this one? So with the friendship, I think I did that a lot. I always let like the things being done slide. Like, I didn't like set boundaries, and I think I should, and I think everybody in any kind of relationship should set boundaries. Like, this that I don't like it, and if you do it, I'm just not gonna fuck with you like that. So and I didn't set boundaries because I didn't know what Sky's boundaries were and what would Sky not appreciate. I didn't know that I like lacked boundaries, and which is totally my fault. And yeah, now I'm just like, if I don't like something, I'm just gonna express it out loud that I don't like this, instead of letting it slide to a point where it's gonna like ruin something good, or ruin something like that was supposed to probably last a lifetime. So I think we were four. There were four. There was four. Then there was five. And then there was six. And then now there's five. Well, excluding me, obviously. It was the five of us, and this one time there's this guy, a friend of mine from class. He asked me who's like the team leader. I'm like, what do you mean the team leader? Until I watched this YouTube video from these other two guys, that apparently in every girlfriend group there's a ringleader, like the team leader, the one who everybody's trying to be close with, the one who everybody's trying to be friends with, the one who everybody listens to without knowing that they listen to them. Like, sometimes it's not like consciously, sometimes it just happens that this person's like the more adored one, the more that everybody like is trying to like move towards them. Now that I think about it, was a very like toxic friendship, because it mostly thrived, like most of our conversations thrived on us talking about people.
Criminal offensive side.
And I am very guilty of this, talking about people. But how do you stay out of people's news when there's like something to say about somebody? But it thrived on that, because I don't think we talked much about like things that were like life building and stuff like that. And yeah, we either talked about boys, which is boring, or we talked about people, or we talked about class stuff. Yeah, it was just like, yeah, it's just not it. It was just not the friendship that I was looking for. And at the time, because it felt good. And nothing is ever that bad if it feels good. Well, that's what Camila Cabello said. No, it was not. It was MGK, right? Yeah, MGK in that song. Yeah, nothing's ever that bad if it feels good. So that's what I kept saying to myself, that it's not that bad, it's not that bad, it's not that bad. So one of our friends, in the group, like we were friends of four, and there was this one that, you know, that these people in life you meet and you realize, well, you can't really figure them out. Like, I couldn't like figure her out. Like, I couldn't figure out what type of person she is. And I was always like, okay, I'm trying to figure you out, because obviously if I say you're my friend and people ask me what type of person is your friend, and I can't explain what type of person you are, and I can't like state your characteristics and stuff, that means I don't really know you. So I was trying so hard to figure her out, and we had a clash. I can't believe I'm saying this over a public platform. We had a clash over grandpa. Over grandpa. Not a grandfather. The grandpa. The pill. Yes. The grandpa powder. We had a quarrel over that. And one thing about me, I like, for the longest of time in my life, I slept fine. Like, I found it easy to sleep. So now it's kind of like hard to sleep. So now I do not understand people who wake me up when I am sleeping for grandpa. I do not understand. So I was sleeping in my room, and I think a couple weeks from that, I was coming from the dance club, and I went to her room, And I was like, I have a migraine. Do you have like grandpa? Or do you have like a painkiller? And she gave me grandpa, which I don't like using medication at all unless it's that bad, it's severe. Because I had to go back to the dance club because it was like a lunch break and stuff like that. So I went. Weeks later, I hear a knock at 3 a.m. in the morning. It was like 5 minutes after I slept. I couldn't sleep the whole night. I was like twisting and turning the whole night. At 3 a.m. I hear a knock at my door. Like, not your knock, like your knock. And I'm like, okay, what's that? And I'm like, okay, it's nothing. My roommate is in the room, so who would be knocking at this time? I hear it again. And I don't remember who opened the door, but between me and my roommate, somebody opened the door, and it was this girl. She's on some, she wants her grandpa. I'm like, what? When? It's 3 a.m. in the morning. What the hell do you mean you want grandpa? When? The person who doesn't have medication. I never have medication in my room because I'm afraid that I might take it all. I'm afraid. I think when things get hard and you have access to things that can harm you, like when life gets hard, you have to like keep things that can harm you away from you, you know. So I always like keep medication away from me so that when things get hard, I don't even think of like overdosing or stuff like that. If I ever like think of overdosing, so I don't like have medication so that I don't have that choice of thinking of overdosing. So I'm like, you know what, it's gonna happen. I'll buy the grandpa in the morning. She's like, no, my feet are painful, I can't concentrate, I'm trying to study and I want my grandpa. Mind you, I think 2 times I've bought this girl grandpa. She has a grandpa addiction probably. I don't know. I'm not saying she does, but yeah, about 2 times I've bought her grandpa. 2 times. And I've not asked for it back. And this girl is waking me up just 5 minutes after I slept. It felt like 5 minutes. It's probably 5 minutes after I slept. And she wakes me up. And in my head, I'm like, okay, fine. Sharp. She leaves. I text one of our friends. And I'm like, when does the shop at school open? And then she's like, probably like 7 or 8. I'm like, okay, sharp. When it's 6 a.m., I'm like, it was bugging me. Like at that point, I was fueling up and I was like almost like exploding. And I felt like I was not necessarily exploding, I was imploding. Like I felt like there was a bomb inside me and it was about to explode. And to avoid that, I was just like, let me go buy grandpa. It's 6 a.m. in the morning. I think it was a Saturday or something. No, it was not Saturday. It was school day. It's 6 a.m. in the morning and I am walking to the main gate. And I live very far from the main gate. I get there. I have like, I think I had 20 bucks in my mobile thingy. Yeah. In my M-Pesa. So, yeah, I take out the money that can come out. I think only 18 bucks could come out, and I bought grandpas for 18 bucks. I bought them and I went to a room and I gave it to them and I was like, you can drown yourself in them for all I care. There's no way you can wake me up at 3 a.m. and be like, you want grandpa. And from there I just decided, okay, fine, I get that we share friends, but this person is just not my friend anymore. Because yeah, I already don't understand you as a person and you come and you do this. And I heard them having like an intervention. I don't like people confronting people and I do not like confronting people. I am not a confrontational person and I try to avoid confronting people because it puts me in a place where like I just say bad things, you know. Because yeah, I just tried by all means to avoid confronting people. So I heard that they had a confrontational situation and she comes and tries to apologize to me. one thing about me, I believe that if you are sorry for something, you have to like think about it and process it for a very long time. Not necessarily a very necessarily long time, but you have to think about it and process it and realize by yourself that you were wrong without anybody influencing your idea of whether you were wrong or you were right. So at this point, she was trying to apologize, and I told her, no, I'm not going to take the apology. I don't want to listen to it because I knew it was fueled by, our group of friends, and I just avoided being around that like group of friends if she was around, just so, because I'm the one who doesn't want to be around her. It doesn't mean that everybody's supposed to feel the way I feel, that we should stop being around her. And a few months later, the thing about me is that if I don't get you, I think the little things you do piss me off. If you piss me off one time, it gets easier for you to piss me off next time. I always kind of think that you're trying to piss me off because you've tried to piss me off before. So now I think you're trying to piss me off. I know I don't make sense. But a couple months later, I was going through a lot. Like I missed home. I hadn't been home in more than a year at that time. And yeah, one person from class asked me a stupid question, and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna take this shot. I'm not gonna answer the person. Why are you asking me a stupid question? And then she comes and she asked me an almost similar question, and immediately I get pissed. I'm like, ain't no way, bruh. Ain't no way, bruh. So we have another falling out, and it was inevitable. I mean, it's just like fights and stuff like that. So the whole fight became an hour thing, a group thing, a clique thing. And I was like, okay, sure. Okay. People started passing me, ignoring me. And I'm like, oh, okay, what's happening? I was like, where are we? What is happening? Because I'm used to just having my best friend, guys. I have one best friend, and she lives in Limpopo right now. And I just have her. So every problem we've ever had, which we hardly ever have problems, but every problem we've ever had, we only like deal with it like one-on-one. It's like, I don't like that, and you did this, that, and it's just solvable. So in that process, I didn't know what to do. When you've never been in a situation, when you are new to a situation, you just don't know how to react. Immediately I was like, okay, sharp, I don't know how to react to this. So I talked to this one person. There's this one person I always talk to. She's like a psychologist. Yeah, she's a psychologist, a retired psychologist. So I talked to her and I told her, okay, this is what happened, and I'm in the situation and I feel some type of way. I feel hurt, I feel confused. And she was like, just calm down. You are going through your exams, your first final university exams. These exams are the ones that determine whether you are going to your second year of law or not. Just focus on that, and when you come to the essay, we'll talk about it. And that's how the friendship ended, really. And when I talked to her, she was like, if you really, really, really value these people and you really love these people as your friends, you have to like calm down, think about it, think of it from their perspective and how they took it. You as a friend, it looking like probably you are attacking the one friend, since this is not the first time you're having a fallout. So it seems like it's an attack. It's a directed attack. So this one day I text one of them and I'm like, hi. The thing is, you should never force people to have conversations with you. you should never force any conversation. You should never, for your own sanity, you should never like force any conversation. So I text the person on WhatsApp and I realized, oh, they blocked me because apparently I blocked them. Apparently my block list for very, 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 very many years has always had 0 people. I don't block people. I believe that if I don't want to talk to you, I can just ignore you. Like legit archive, you fall in that like line, and I never check messages in my archives unless I'm looking for like group messages from class. But I can just like literally ignore you until you give up, other than ruining my block list. Why would I block you? So I realized that the person who blocked me, I go out of my way and text the person on Instagram. I text them and I'm like, hi. The hostility that I got, like, she was so hostile, and I was like, okay, I'm trying to be so understanding that, okay, this is how this person took it. Apparently I attacked the one, not apparently, I attacked the one because I exploded. And yeah, but I still couldn't like figure it out how me having a quarrel with a classmate of mine, an acquaintance of mine, could lead to a friendship, whatever that was. And yeah, I never thought that I'd ever like talk about it on the internet or anything like that or stuff like that. And yeah, I just wanted to get, most of my videos, I think in my head, I think somebody has to take something from it. But this one, it's just me letting things out of my heart, just taking it out because I feel like it should be out there like that. I want to talk about it. I mean, this is my YouTube channel after all. I want to talk about it. And yeah, I remember, I think I still have those conversations, and parts of that conversations are screenshotted. Just so anytime that I see this person, because they're my classmates and stuff, anytime I see this person and I think of trying to like have a conversation with them or anything, I just remember how much hostility and how much anger they have towards me. And I still remember that at the end of our conversation, she vowed on her life to never forgive me. So I always try by all means, so that, because if you swear on your life, I mean, the end goal is that if you do something that's opposite to what you swore to, you will die. And I'm not trying for this person to die. Well, that's what in Nigerian movies it happens. That's how it happens in Nigerian movies. You like swear on your life, and if you lied, or if you do the thing that you swore in your life to never do, you die. So I always try by all means like distance myself, because the last message was like, live your life and we'll live ours separately. And I'm always trying to live my life separately. And anytime they try to have like conversations with me, I'm like, I thought we were supposed to live our lives separately, and living my life separately from that friend group has been the best thing that has ever happened to me. The best thing ever, because it has given me sanity. I don't have to like tiptoe around people so that I do not risk hurting or being cut by them or being cut off by them. Like, I don't have to like tippy-toe, because I felt like the whole friendship was like tippy-toeing. The 1 minute the friend that I texted on Instagram, she's okay. The next, it's like I don't know whether I was wrong. For anything, I'd always feel like if anything happens to her, the way she reacts towards me, not towards other people, she'd be like chilled with other people, but when talking to me, she'd be like sus and stuff. So I always felt like everything she went through in life when we were friends was my fault. So not feeling like that, and being with friends that don't necessarily make me feel like things that happen to them are my fault, even though I can't do anything to solve them. And yeah, it has just been a breeze. It has been a breeze. That friendship, some things that are here to stay in our lives. Actually, some people are in our lives to stay for eternity, and some people are just a phase. And that group of friends was a phase, and at some point it was one of the best phases of my life, and to an extent it was one of the worst phases of my life. And yeah, friendship groups are just not, are just no longer my thing. Ain't no way I'm gonna have a quarrel with a friend and then it be a group's quarrel. It's like it comes off as we talked about you and we think that it feels like an attack. It feels like an attack. People coming to you and telling you that, yeah, you were wrong. That means they talked about it and they think you were wrong. Like, couldn't I just have a conversation with my friend, with the one friend that I have a problem with, and we solve it as the two of us, instead of like it being like an offense against the state, where now the public prosecutor is there, the judge is there, the jury is there, everybody's like judging you because you committed an offense against the state. It felt like that. It felt like an offense against the state. And now, to some points, I think maybe, no, I don't think. To some points, the friendship ending was probably my fault. I suck at communicating feelings. I suck at processing emotions very quickly. And it has been a problem. And it's something that, as a person, I am dealing with. And I am growing into like being more expressive and stuff like that. But other than that, man, if I see group friendship coming my way, if I see it coming this way, that way, I'm always trying to like duck being in group friendships and stuff like that, because my one and only experience of group friendships was like the worst. And I think when you've had friends that you've been friends with since childhood and they're still your friends even today, when they see you, they're like glad to see you, they're like excited, they're like ecstatic to see you, and you find these people who you genuinely love and they're your friends, and the friendship ends, it hurts. If you think a relationship breakup hurts, try a friendship breakup. It hurts more. It hurts deeper, because friends are supposed to be forever. Boys come and go, but friends, they're supposed to be forever. And I experienced a friendship that was not forever. And at the end of the day, it is what it is. We are supposed to experience some things and we're supposed to learn from them. And from this, what I can say is that to those people who were my friends and who this video is about, thank you for being what I needed at the time. Because at the time, I needed a support system to integrate me, to move me into school, so that I don't feel like I am alone in a country way far away from home. And yeah, thank you for that. But other than that, really. So apparently, after all, girl friendships are like that. They are a circle of friends, as boys have defined it, as people have defined it in past years. That girl friendships are very toxic things. They are the most toxic of friendship. They are the most affectionate of friendships, since you hug your friends all the time. You can kiss on your friends. You can like share a bed with your friend, lie on your friend's chest. It's like, girls can really be affectionate. But other than that, it's a clique that as boys have defined it, there's always the ringleader, the one who, you know, everybody's trying to get close to, and their opinion stands, and their opinion is practically what goes, even if it's not like really said who's the group leader, but there's always that one that everybody's trying to be close with, and in the process of that, people get hurt. So yeah, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And yeah, man, if you can, take your favorite snippets, if there are any, and post them on other social media platforms just to make the page grow, man. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, stay safe, stay lovely, stay pretty. Don't forget, drip is forever, but flu is temporary. I know these days it's cold. It's September, but it's cold. But if you get a chance, wear a miniskirt. Drip is forever, flu is temporary. Stay safe, stay lovely. Love y'all. Bye.